Remembering Our Spirits from the book Around a Year with Emmett Fox, August 23rd, 2023. Your Invisible Dictaphone. Now, this book was written in the 30s. Nobody uses a dictaphone today. So just change that and say that it's your invisible iPhone recording you. Your destiny depends entirely upon your own mental conduct. You may think that you know this already, but if you do not act upon it, it is certain that you do not really know it. Most people would be amazed to discover how much negative thinking they indulge in. Thought is so swift and habit is so strong that unless you are very careful, you will constantly transgress. Suppose that quite without your knowledge, an invisible dictaphone or iPhone with recording was strapped on your shoulders the first thing this morning, and that you carried it about all day until the last thing tomorrow night. Then suppose that this record was played over to you so that every word you uttered for a whole day was repeated to you. If you are an average human being, you would probably be embarrassed. Yet, it really does happen that everything we say and think and do is recorded in our subconscious mind. And our daily experience is simply that record being played over to us by the spiritual law of being. Never forget that the circumstances of your life tomorrow are molded by your mental conduct of today. I have chosen the way of truth. Psalms 119:30. We read a few days ago about the power of now, about all there is my hair. Whoops. It's getting so long. Sometimes I honestly get confused about which way to move things because I'm looking at a mirror image of myself. Anyway, everybody does that. I personally think stuff like that is really, really funny because I get to practice taking myself way less serious. It's really a nice practice. Back to Emmett Fox. We talked about the power of now, and we talked about listening to a recording of yourself the following day. Now, all there is now. However, remember, 90% of our thoughts are repetitive. What thoughts are you having? What thoughts are you thinking in this moment right now? What thoughts are you thinking about yourself? What perceptions and beliefs are you holding about yourself? What childhood wounding and traumas are you perpetuating in your life because you are repetitively thinking about the trauma and the wounding in your own conscious mind? You're in charge. You're in charge of your thought life. Be willing to stand guard at the door to your thought life. Be willing to use prayer and the practice of being aware of what your thoughts are and the willingness to correct them. I look in the mirror and speak to myself. I don't know why that helps me, and it does. It helps me take myself way less serious, and it makes me chuckle because I'm literally in that moment having a conscious relationship with myself. I think it's really healthy. Be willing to have a conscious relationship with yourself, all of yourself. I'm willing to have a conscious relationship with all of myself. I use the languaging, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Do I have ugly thoughts and words and behaviors? I do. I do. And I own them. I own everything about me. It is such a freeing practice to own everything about you. Nobody can come up to me and say, "Oh, Sharon, you're blah, blah, blah." It's like either I already know it about myself and I'm owning it and I'm treating it and I'm being gentle with myself around it and correcting it, or it's not the truth and it's simply a projection of themselves. It can only be one of two things. It can either be a truth about you or it's a truth about them. I know all the truths about me. And I have a few trusted advisors in my life who I am willing to speak hard truths to me if in fact I'm not seeing them yet. Other than that, what anyone has to say is simply a reflection of the relationship that they're having with themselves. Blessings to you. Blessings to all of the people who have negative thoughts, perceptions, beliefs, words, behaviors towards other people. Simply a reflection of the relationship that you're having with yourself. Blessings to you. As always, take the best for you and leave the rest. I am really enjoying these readings because they're in alignment with my own spiritual practices, much more so than reading the Psalms. We read Psalms 91 for a number of days, and those readings did not resonate for me as highly as the readings today and yesterday and the day before are, because they're talking about our thought life, our conscious thought life and our subconscious thought life. And that our thought life creates our reality and all of our experiences and all of our relationships. I'm grateful that I've been showing up for this channel on a regular basis this year. It has stretched me so outside of my comfort zone. And I really love speaking about remembering our spirits and the different practices we all have in being in relationship with the spirit of love that is within all of us. I love it. And I'm going to continue to do it. As always, take the best for you and leave the rest. Have a really blessed day.